Black cats have carried a strange reputation for centuries. In many cultures, people still believe that seeing one, especially if it crosses your path, means bad luck is on the way. The superstition is so common that it shows up in movies, Halloween decorations, and everyday sayings. But how did a simple coat color turn an ordinary animal into a symbol of misfortune? And is there any real reason behind this belief? Today, we're exploring the long and surprising history behind one of the world's most famous superstitions. Why are black cats considered unlucky? Let's take a closer look at how religion, folklore, and centuries of fear shape this idea right here on History of Simple Things. Long before black cats were associated with bad luck, cats were actually admired and even worshipped in several ancient civilizations. In ancient Egypt, for example, cats were deeply respected because they protected grain stores by hunting rodents and snakes. Over time, they became linked to the goddess Bastet, a deity associated with protection, fertility, and the home. Killing a cat, even accidentally, was considered a serious crime in Egyptian society. In other parts of the ancient world, cats were also seen as useful companions and symbols of good fortune. These early positive views show that cats were not always feared or mistrusted. Instead, they were valued for their abilities and often treated as sacred animals. The negative reputation surrounding black cats would emerge much later, and it had far more to do with cultural fears than with anything about the animals themselves. The perception of cats began to change dramatically during the Middle Ages in Europe. This period was marked by widespread superstition, religious tension, and a strong belief in supernatural forces. Many people believed that evil spirits, demons, and witches could influence everyday life. Animals that behaved in ways humans didn't fully understand sometimes became symbols of these fears. Cats, especially black ones, were nocturnal, quiet, and independent. They moved easily through the night and seemed mysterious compared to animals like dogs that were more openly social with humans. These traits made them suspicious to people who were already worried about hidden supernatural dangers. Over time, stories began to spread suggesting that cats could be connected to dark forces or supernatural events, slowly shaping the early foundations of the black cat superstition. One of the biggest reasons black cats gained their unlucky reputation was their association with witchcraft during the medieval and early modern periods. In European folklore, witches were believed to have supernatural companions called familiars, which were animals that supposedly assisted them with magic. Cats were often accused of playing this role. Some stories even claimed that witches could transform themselves into black cats to move through the night unnoticed. These beliefs became especially widespread during the witch hunts that took place between the 15th and 18th centuries. During these trials, people accused of witchcraft were sometimes said to keep cats as proof of their connection to dark magic. Because black cats were already associated with the night and mystery, they became the most common animal linked to these accusations. Over time, the idea that black cats were connected to witches helped cement their image as creatures that carried misfortune. Religion also played a major role in shaping the superstition around black cats. In the 13th century, a document issued by Pope Gregory IX reportedly described black cats as being linked to satanic rituals. This declaration strengthened the belief that cats could represent evil or demonic forces. Once religious authorities began associating cats with the devil, the idea spread quickly throughout medieval Europe. People who feared witchcraft and heresy became suspicious of cats and sometimes even persecuted them. In many places, Harming or killing cats was seen as a way to protect communities from evil influences. These religious beliefs amplified existing fears and helped turn the black cat into a powerful symbol of danger and misfortune in European folklore. During the 14th century, Europe faced one of the deadliest pandemics in human history, the Black Death. At the time, people did not understand that the disease was spread by fleas carried by rats. Instead, many communities blamed animals that were already viewed with suspicion, including cats. Because black cats were associated with witches and evil spirits, they were sometimes targeted and killed during outbreaks. Ironically, removing large numbers of cats made the situation worse because there were fewer predators to control the rat population. As rodents multiplied, the disease spread more easily. Although the connection between cats and the plague was incorrect, the events of this period strengthened the negative beliefs surrounding black cats and further embedded them in European superstition. Today, the reputation of black cats is slowly changing as people recognize that the old superstitions were based on fear rather than reality. Animal shelters and rescue groups now promote them during events like Black Cat Appreciation Day and National Black Cat Day to encourage adoption and challenge old myths. Even so, black cats are sometimes adopted less often than other cats because the superstition still lingers in popular culture. At the same time, many people now see them as elegant and mysterious companions. As awareness grows, their image is slowly shifting from symbols of bad luck to animals that simply deserve the same appreciation as any other cat. The belief that black cats bring bad luck isn't based on science. It developed over centuries through superstition, religion, and fear of witchcraft. While ancient cultures respected cats, medieval beliefs gradually turned black cats into symbols of misfortune. In reality, they are no different from any other cats. Their reputation comes from myths, not facts. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.